Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays again, and I'm in the Montana, at Tier 10 US battleship. I'm on the map Haven in a 4-point domination game. And it's a pure Tier 10 battle without the carrier, with 2 destroyers. And well, the enemy team has 1 raider. Not that it matters for me, but it will potentially matter for the Shimakaze that's trying to take the B cap, or my division mate in the other Shimakaze who is trying to take the C cap. So far our team has a nice split, I would say. We have a raider here between B and C, probably cover a lot here. We have another raider here close to the camp. So you know, so far I'm liking this. Our destroyers are trying to camp, and there is a Montana sailing broadside. Now we found the Des Moines. Now this Shimakaze is trying to find some cover behind this island. And this should work, I would say. Ooh, lovely, a citadel. Now I'm currently not spotted, but I have to be careful if the Montana decides some return fire, because I'm not that... I mean, I'm slightly angled against the Montana, but not too much. But on a positive side, there is a broadside Des Moines, and I'll get 1 salvo off before he reverses completely. Like, once he is behind the higher part of the island, I won't be able to shoot him anymore. And look at that! Did you see that? You can spectate shells again in replays. Isn't that amazing? Anyway. So, got 1 citadel there. So far, pretty decent start. Can't complain about my RNG. Now, of course, a devastating strike would have been lovely, but you know, it doesn't happen that often. Now, anyway. We've got the C cap. The Shimakaze is still taking B, and he's moving out from his position behind the island. I would presume that he got raided by the Des Moines earlier, and that the raider is gone now, so he is now ready to leave his cover, and he's just torpedoing that Kurfürst, I think, that's coming in here. And it looks like we might be getting another broadside salvo on that Montana. Now, maybe something generally about my positioning here. I do like this center position, because most of the time your team automatically goes towards the flanks. It's kind of a natural, I don't know, for ships to behave. They just, basically, they are more inclined to sail towards zone wars. And the problem of center positions is obviously that you can easily end up in crossfires, but I have a nice island here for cover, and I do get to shoot a lot of broadsides. Like early on I could shoot the Montana, I could shoot the Des Moines, and now the Thunderer. Now that was a bit of disappointing against the Thunderer. Was still decent damage, but no citadels, I guess. Anyway. And that's simply because I'm here in this central position, and they are all angling towards, I guess, the flank. We don't even have that many ships there, but generally speaking, you can create crossfires with your ships on your flanks. And look at that, now we have a Minotaur fully broadside. Minotaurs just don't disappoint, you know. Just shoot them and you get your citadels. So anyway, and I mean the enemy could be angling here better, but it's generally what a lot of people are doing, right? They are going towards the flanks, they are angling towards the flanks, and the center can be just a treasure trove of farming stuff. Of course, it depends on the map, and you gotta be careful that you don't end up in a crossfire yourself. Now, that Thunderer here is still around. I can get 1 gun firing. Don't really have the angle for my other rear gun currently. Well, that was disappointing, but this Thunderer seems to be going down. Maybe we can get another shell in there. Now we have a Kurfürst here pushing, and I'm going to meet that charge. Now I'm not the best brawler. And hello Holland. So the Holland, is he going to keep reversing? Oh no, he's currently stopping, right? So he's going forward again, should have given slightly more lead, I think. He's accelerating a bit faster than I anticipated there, but still got the shelling. So, you know, I'm a full health battleship, of course I'm going to meet that Kurfürst's charge. It's not like I'm a good brawler compared to the Kurfürst, But it's also, well, okay. We'll see how much help I'm getting here. So the Halland's still around. Halland is the main target here, of course. The torpedoes are a big threat. I could try to ram them first. I mean, the most important thing is for me to just keep angling. Now, if it comes to a sail by, like if the Skurfürst had decided to sail by me like this, I would have an issue, because while I can get very nice penetrations in his upper belt, I can't citadel a Kurfürst, right? And he can citadel me. So his best course of action would probably be to go for a sail by. Maybe he's afraid of a ram if he tries that. But it looks like he's going broadside. Now this game is going pretty well overall for us. And that's exactly it. Like, I got 6 penetrations here. And I have to dodge friendly torpedoes from the rear. There is also a Montana here coming in. Now I need to keep angled against the Kurfürst. I mean, at this range, this is currently going to be a little bit tricky. There are some broadside ships here that I'd love to farm. But I think the Skurfürst is my main focus now. So I'm turning, I'm trying to keep angled here. Is this enough to get penetrations? Yes, it is. Now rear guns next, and yeah, I used my damage con just to get this gun firing. I'm not, this might have been a bad idea, to be honest, because it's very likely that I'm going to set on fire. I mean, I'm pummeled by Kurfürst secondaries and some other ships. But I felt like I needed the firepower right now. It takes quite a bit of time to repair a gun. I mean, I'm still pretty healthy, so I'm doing perfectly fine here. And oh, that was quite a bit of damage. So you see, he had a pretty decent angle on my nose there, I guess. So Kurfürst bit back there, and now I have 2 fire scum. I mean, if I didn't repair this turret, maybe the Kurfürst would have gotten off another salvo or so, who knows. But right now those fires are a true issue. And oh, look at that, broadside Montana. So front guns are out and I'm starting to angle. The problem, well, the fires are almost dealt with, and there is another citadel and a high caliber, so my angling is good. The fire's out, but the Venezia still managed to hit my rear. And down I go. So, this game is also looking pretty won, so there is that. Let's just also a bit of a bird's eye view here. We have more caps and we are definitely going to speed this up, and we have more ships, and yeah, this is pretty much decided.
Our victory is in sight.
So yeah, basically I got a nice central position with cover on one side, so I didn't get flanked, and I just found broadsides, and then I met the charge when it was time to stop the enemy battleships from just pushing us, and it worked marvelously. And yeah, this is basically a win. Only a little bit of time left there. There we go. And yeah, that brings us to the results. I had a great battle here. This was a lot of fun to play, and well, I mean, the enemy Kurfürst helped a lot, I have to say. Like, if the enemy Kurfürst had played this better, this could have gotten horribly wrong. My plan might have totally been to go for a ram if the Kurfürst decided to go for a sail-by, because as I said, he could citadel me and I couldn't citadel him in return. That would have been a problem. I did have a ramming flag equipped, so I might have survived the ram against the Kurfürst if I'd managed to get in there with basically full health. But you know, who knows, the enemy made a mistake and I was able to use it for my benefit. So there is that. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you guys next time.